everyone, welcome back to Louise Plus 10. Thank you for heading over to watch today's video. Yes guys, as you can see, I have got my Christmas tree up and you probably all think I am totally bonkers, but do you know what? We love Christmas in this house. The kids love it. I love it. I'm like a big baby, honestly. I just love to see the kids' excited little faces. So yeah, we've put the tree up. You know, there's no set rule to say you must put your tree up on this date, so you should just do what makes you feel happy. And that's exactly what we did. Today's video, guys, I have had so many people ask me, what do I clean? Where do I start? You know, what room should I start in? Etc, etc. There is no rule book to say that you should start your cleaning in a certain room at a certain time. You should clean this, you should clean that. You should do what makes you feel comfortable. You know, there are so many different methods of cleaning. There's deep cleaning, there's keeping on top of basic cleaning, there's cleaning by sort of appearance. Some people go overboard and everything has to be prestige. You know, that's a bit like I used to be years ago when I had the kids when they were little, because I liked things really, really nice for them. There's also a motto of mine, I clean to live, I don't live to clean. So there's lots of different methods of cleaning and we all sit somewhere on that scale. In today's video, I am going to be covering deep cleaning. So if you're a bit sort of unsure what you should clean as part of your deep cleaning regime, hopefully you might find it helpful in some way. But over the next few weeks, I am going to be covering all different kinds of cleaning. So yeah, but that's what we're going to be doing today. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you find it helpful.
So the first thing I do when I'm deep cleaning a room, and that is any room, is I get rid of all the clutter, everything that doesn't belong in the room and shouldn't be in the room. I move out of the room and I'll put back where everything belongs. Although I tell you that there's no set way to sort of clean a room, there is no rule book, I always suggest that you start at the top and you make your way down to the lower levels. So by doing this, I go into a room and I start by de-cobwebbing everything in the room, because we all get cobwebs, don't we? And no quicker have you seen to them, they sort of come back. So what that does is it ensures that every level that you're working your way down to, all the dust and the dirt will always end up on the floor, and we always hoover last, so it ensures that we've not missed anything. Next thing I do when I'm deep cleaning a room is I really do give my windows a deep clean, and I don't just mean wipe the glass over, I mean I deep clean all the UPVC and the black rubber that runs around the window. So I've tried lots of different window sprays and I always find that they leave them really streaky. So what I tend to do is I get a bowl of water, add some vinegar, and I use this solution to clean my windows. So I always use microfiber cloths, as you know, to clean everything. So I will just dampen the microfiber cloth in the solution I've prepared, and then I'll use that to actually clean the windows, and then I'll use a dry microfiber cloth to dry them off, and they end up really nice and streak free. Now you might not be able to see in this clip very well, but actually I'm rubbing along the black rubber on my windows, and hopefully you can see on the cloth that there's quite a lot of black coming off them. So it's not all about just the glass in the windows, it's typically about the rubber and the UPVC as well, because they get really grubby. You get a lot of moisture build up in the winter, so it's important to try and keep on top of these things, because otherwise you're going to get mold. So yeah, that's what I typically do when I deep clean my windows. I then move on to the windowsills, again just cleaning them with damp soapy water and then drying them off with a microfiber cloth. I then put everything back on my windowsills once I've given them a really good thorough clean, and then I move on to paintwork when I'm deep cleaning. So as you can see here, I'm cleaning off my radiator, exactly the same method. You don't need loads of cleaning products to clean all these things. Honestly, the amount of cleaning products that are going viral is just ridiculous. All you need is some hot soapy water. It does just as good a job. It really, really does if you keep on top of things. I think you only need to start using loads of cleaning products if you've let things build up that bad that soapy water alone just does not get rid of it. Then you have to move on to your stronger stuff. But if you do it on a regular basis, you'll find that you don't need half the products that people use. And it gets really costly, doesn't it? I mean, I tend to just stick to some bleach, some polish, some flash bleach spray, and that's probably about it really with my cleaning products. I then move on to my skirting boards. Skirting boards really do build up the dust. It does in my house anyway, whether it's because we've got lots of people or we live rural, I don't know. Yeah, so then I'll tend to move on to, you know, your mirrors and things. I mean, I do clean these on a regular basis anyway, but when I'm deep cleaning, I sort of do basic cleaning and deep cleaning mixed in together. But again, I'm just using some soapy water for my mirror and the frame, and then I'm just drying it off with a microfiber cloth. Simple as that. All the paintwork in my house gets really, really grubby. So what I'm doing now is I'm just filling my bowl up with just some normal warm soapy water, and I'm going to give my paintwork and my doors a wipe down. And I hope you can see the dust on this door. I've tried to position the camera in a certain way so you can sort of see it, but doors are a nightmare. These panelled doors, you always get a collection of dust sort of on the top bit of the doors. So yeah, I'm just giving them the same method, wiping it down with a damp soapy cloth, and then I'm drying it off with a dry microfiber cloth. If you don't dry it off, the dust will settle much quicker. So I always try and dry everything off once I've wiped it down. There are tons of doors in my house, so it's not always easy to remember to do them all, but I do try my best. Part of my deep cleaning is to keep on top of the paintwork. If I see the odd hand mark here and there in between deep cleaning, I try my best to actually clean it straight away, because otherwise I will probably forget. You might not get, you know, such dirty paintwork if you've only got a couple of children, but even so, when I had a couple of kids, you know, I always found the odd sticky hand mark here and there. You know, that's kids for you, isn't it? So it's always nice. It makes you feel really good about yourself when you've given everything a really, really thorough clean. And the amount of dirt that actually comes into the bucket of water is crazy. As you can see, it really warranted me cleaning all my paintwork. So again, as you can see, I'm cleaning the TV down. I clean my TVs all the time, but when I'm deep cleaning, I don't miss anything in the room, whether it's mirrors, whether it's tellies, whether it's skirting boards, paintworks. Again, I just use the wet microfiber cloth and then the dry one to dry it off. As you can see here, I am stripping a bed. That's something I do as part of my deep cleaning. Every weekend, I will strip all the beds down, wash the bed in, but I then hoover the mattress as well. That is always part of my deep cleaning. I think this is really, really important. It avoids, you know, skin conditions, I should imagine, because we all shed dead skin cells and we sweat and God knows what could be in our mattress. So every single week, I always make this part of my deep cleaning routine. I also pull out all the furniture in every room that I deep clean, and I sort of hoover behind it. I clean the skirting boards, and I do things generally that I wouldn't do on a daily basis. So we can ensure that our mattresses are nice and clean, and then when we put our fresh bedding back on, it feels fantastic. So as you can see, I'm pulling this unit in my lounge out. Again, I am hoovering behind it. And you'll notice when I put the unit back that I never position my furniture right up and you know, up to the wall. Can't get my words out there. So I always leave a bit of a gap behind my furniture so that when I'm hoovering on sort of a daily basis, I can just still fit the nozzle behind there so the dust never fully sort of builds up. So part of my deep cleaning routine is, rather than just wiping my tiles down, I will actually get a scrubbing brush and I'll proper scrub all the grout and the tiles with the pink stuff. So this ensures that it's getting a deep clean sort of once a week, and you're really getting into the grout and the tiles, and you can be rest assured that it's never going to build up really bad, and you're never going to get all that mould and mildew and God knows what else you get. So as you can see, I'm just applying some pink stuff to the brush and I'm just giving it a really, really good scrub up. So when I actually rinse what I've just cleaned off, you'll see all the dirt coming down. There really is dirt, you know, even if you do it on a regular basis, you're always going to get dirt. And the whole point of keeping on top of things on a regular basis is so that that dirt doesn't get out of control and really hard to tackle. You know, doing all these jobs on a regular basis just helps prevent that really out of control build up. As you could see from that dirty water, it really did warrant scrubbing my tiles because they were dirty. Another thing that I do as part of my weekly deep cleaning is I'll get on my hands and knees in my toilet on my toilet floor, and I will pour bleach on it, and I will really give the toilet floor and all the back of the toilet and the sides of the toilet a really good scrub. Being a mum of several boys, and if you are a mum of boys, you'll know yourself that they do tend to miss the loo sometimes, no matter how hard they try, and no amount of normal mopping and cleaning the toilet is actually going to get rid of that horrible urine smell. And you might notice I'm kneeling on a towel there, and that was to try and prevent me getting bleached up leggings, which I own loads of leggings with bleach all over them. Another thing I do as part of my deep cleaning is I will scrub all my kitchen cupboard fronts, and I climb on my worktop and I clean right at the top of my cupboards too. For some reason they really harbour a load of dust, and your kitchen sort of cupboard fronts just get really grimy, so that's something I love to do too. There are lots of other things I deep clean which I'm not showing you in this video. I deep clean my toaster because if you don't, you risk a fire. That's something that's really important. I deep clean my fridge, and I deep clean lots of other stuff, but these are just a few of the things that I'm showing you today. Another thing I like to do is I deep clean my oven. Now my oven never gets dirty, I must admit. I give it a wipe out on a daily basis, and every time we cook on the trays, naturally we give them a clean, because you wouldn't go and eat off a dirty plate, so I wouldn't want to put food in a dirty oven. But I tend to get every tray out and I scrub them really good with a microfiber, with a metal scourer. Right guys, we've come to the end of the video. I hope the video helped you to understand that there is no set way to clean. There is a few things, as you saw in the video, that do help though. Always start from the top and work your way to the bottom. So that means all the dirt and the dust from the higher level will always end up on the bottom level. And as you know, we always hoover last, so you know that there's no dust and everything lying around. Okay guys, I'm going to head off now. Have a fabulous week, and I shall see you on Thursday. Thank you for watching. Bye.